So we have officially completed our first week of training here at Eastern Shore Next Soccer Academy. Today I want to talk about my experience in my first week as a private sports coach. In the first week of my sports academy, we had 6 different players come out to train. These were players of different skill, age, and personalities. So as a coach, it was great to have that experience with different types of players, which is going to help me moving forward. I'm very happy with the level of interest of kids who decided to come out due to the fact that my marketing wasn't very aggressive in any way. I only did social media and put up some flyers. Super simple, nothing crazy. Kind of wanted everything to be organic and let word of mouth do its thing. And with that being said, I think 6 players to start is honestly pretty good. I had 10 different people reach out about training, and I've had 6 players already come in and train, which is pretty good. That equates to about a 60% conversion for people who are reaching out to people who are actually locking in and having a session with me, which is, in my opinion, pretty good. I was also approached by a parent this week who's very involved in the soccer scene here on the shore, which is a great resource for me moving forward. He has a lot of connections with parents who have kids who are looking to play, and not only that, these kids are established and they're good soccer players. I know many of them by name, and I already have them on my list of players to approach moving forward. With that being said, that hasn't really been my approach for this. I haven't really gone out directly and contacted players and parents quite yet. I've shown up to indoor soccer, which has been a great resource for me, kind of like scouting, taking notes and stuff like that. But I've just left it to the social media and the posters and word of mouth to do their thing for now. But talking to some parents has gotten a foot in the door in some of their minds as well, which is pretty good. Moving forward, I want to take a little bit of a more direct approach in my marketing and reach out to players that I want to work with and players that I've had on my mind for a while that I've already been looking at. I had assumed that the word of mouth and the posters would have gotten those players to come to me. I've been a bit patient, but I want to reach out, and if maybe they haven't heard of me, right? And if they haven't, maybe they'd be willing to come work with me, but I want to be a bit better and more direct with offering the service that I'm providing. And the last thing that I want to improve on is to create a little bit more value in my program. I already feel insanely confident with my training. I have good equipment. I've done tons of research. I've done tons of training in my years as a player. I feel confident in my training schedule and everything that I'm doing training-wise. But if I want to stand out and bring more people to come train with me and retain more players, I know that I have that ability to add just a little bit more that will help them improve as players. So one thing I've been thinking of is creating little technical things that they can do at home through a video instead of just them going on YouTube, just the stuff that has worked for me. Create my own little technical session, right? Or tips on shooting or balance or just drills that players can do when they're not working with me so that they can get in that full work and that full experience being in my academy, right? And as I grow and have more players, I definitely want to be more active in their playing life, right? Go to games, go to scrimmages, just be there as a resource tactically and technically. Tell them what they need to work on just from watching them play. You know, one thing that I do that's great that I'm already proud of myself, I take notes after every session. I go to indoor, I take notes of how they play in indoor. I already know what I'm going to work on with the players in the next session before I even get there. It's not just going in blind and working on stuff. I have a curriculum in my session, but I also have certain coaching points and things that I know that specific player needs to work on for that specific session, based on me going out and watching them. So creating more value and letting these players know that I'm there for them and I want to see them improve is something that I want to continue to improve on. And not just in a way of being there at the session, but in a way that I can be there when they're not at the session. You know, they know that coach is there to help them 24/7 all the time. But as far as the first week goes, I couldn't be happier. You know, I left there and I forgot I was even getting paid for it. I was like, fuck, like, I'm not gonna say I would do it for free, but just that fulfillment, these kids were having fun, I was having fun, and I'm like, there's absolutely no way I'm getting paid for this. And like, it's amazing. Like, I can't put it into words. I think coaching is like a ridiculously underrated thing that a lot of people should try and do if they're good at something, and monetize it. Like, I would push that onto anybody looking to do anything, right? But it's been a great first week. I definitely want to do updates weekly. I think that'll be a great thing for anyone who wants to keep up with me. But yeah, thanks for hearing the rant. Thanks for keeping up with the academy, and thanks for keeping up with me. Peace.